Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video, and here's my guide to earn the most RP from live racing. Alright, there's going to be a couple points like find the sweet spot on your car, find a car that makes really good RP, don't get pushed into the faster lobbies to where you can't win, and then there's finally swapping. I'll probably talk about swapping last, but first off, alright, find a car that makes a lot of RP. Alright, that's very important. Some cars don't make very much RP on live racing. I like to find ones that make at least 1,000 to 1,300. Alright, so that's the first step. Finding a good RP winning car and then dedicating it to live racing only. And I'll get to why in a minute. Next thing is, you want to find a dyno time for your car. That's kind of a sweet spot to where it's very easy to win live races. Alright, certain cars, if you hit just the right dyno time, they win live races like it's nothing. Like, for example, my favorite live racing car can go a lot faster, but I've got the dyno time set to 12.0 exactly, and this thing wins live races like it's nothing. So finding the sweet spot is very important if you want to become a live racer, because if your car is not at a sweet spot or a good spot, it can be extremely hard to win live races with. So find that sweet spot. Now, you don't want to get pushed into the faster lobbies, because eventually you're going to have a really hard time winning anything. So to avoid that, you're going to want to find a car, and you're going to keep it in the slow lobby by, alright, if it's you want to win the first 5 races and lose the last 5. So every tank of gas you run, win 5, lose 5. Now I know that sounds very counterproductive, but if you go in and you win 10 races in a row, it's going to push you into a slightly faster lobby. You win another 10 races in a row, it's going to push you in another faster lobby. You go in and you win 10 more in a row, now you're at 30 wins in a row. And with the right car, that's completely possible. But next time you go in to run a tank of gas, you're probably going to be in a lobby where it's really hard to beat anybody because all the other cars are running faster than you. And I don't care if I swap, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. No matter what I do, the game always pushes me into the faster and the faster lobbies, except for win 5, lose 5. For some reason, that keeps me in the slower lobbies where it's easy to win. So no matter what, no matter how much it sucks having to win and lose, then win, then lose like that, that's what I keep doing. Because if I win too many in a row, I'm going to have to win 10, 20, maybe. I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to start losing races. I might have to lose 10 races in a row, which isn't too bad. I might need to lose 20 in a row. Or even possibly lose 30 just to get back into a lobby where it's easy to win again. So definitely win 5, lose 5. That's the best way I've found to stay in the slower lobbies to where it's easiest to win. Alright, now finally we have swapping. I like to set up a different car for swapping. I've got 2 tier 5 cars set up for swapping. And with swapping, you can go in and you can just swap wins with somebody. You win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. And you can connect the people right away, and you don't have all the connection errors and racer refuse and opponent disconnected and all that stuff. If you can connect to one person and just keep re-challenging each other to matches. That's probably the fastest way to earn RP is swapping. Now, one problem though is there's a lot of people out there that don't actually want to swap. They put swap in their name or win-lose in their name, and they're not there to swap with you at all. They're hoping they're going to win the first one, you're going to re-challenge them, and then they're going to beat you again because they're being very dishonest. Now, once you get into the faster lobbies, when you're running like 7.7s or something, 7.8s, most of the people in those really fast lobbies are actually willing to swap. But when you're in the slower lobbies, people like to screw you over all the time. So you got to be really careful, not get upset if you're trying to swap with somebody and they rip you off, because unfortunately, that happens a lot. Maybe 50-50, half of the people in there are actually trying to swap, that have swap in their name. The other half are trying to screw you over. So you got to be kind of careful. That's why I don't swap too much, because there's a lot of people that like to rip you off. Alright, so I usually get in my car and I do my win 5 and I do my lose 5 and I stay in the same lobby and I easily win. Anytime I want to win, I can win no problem. So that's pretty much how I do it. I think that pretty much covers everything. So yep, find a really good car that earns a lot of RP. Use that for your live racing only for the most part. Make sure you find a dyno time to where it still earns good RP. If your dyno time's too slow and you lose a bunch of Evo points, your car is not going to earn as much RP. So you got to make sure the car still has a lot of Evo points, so you're not sacrificing the amount of RP you win. But find one of those sweet spots on the dyno time. Win 5, lose 5. That keeps you in the slower lobbies to where it's not hard to win. And if possible, swap with people. And I do think you should have a specific car just for swapping, because even when I go in and I swap, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, that car still gets pushed into faster and faster lobbies to where it's hard to win. I don't know why that happens when swapping, but it does for me. So I make sure I leave one car specifically for swapping. There's also swapping with teammates, but that's a whole different story. I'll make another video on how to find your teammates. It's not always easy to get into the same lobby as your teammates, but anyways, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I think I covered everything. Alright, catch you later.